सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. So starting verse 71 today. Which is the 8th topic of the 10 topics that the Vairagya Shatakam has been categorized into. They are not very strict categories as such, but our commentator Ramachandra Buddhendra, who has written a commentary on all the 3 Shatakas of Bhartrahari, the Sringara Shataka, the Vairagya Shataka and the Niti Shatakam. The 100 verses on the 3 topics. Niti Shatakam is logic, 100 verses on Niti. Sringara Shatakam, 100 verses on Shringar and 100 verses on Vairagya. He has written a commentary on all the 3. This author, the sub-commentator, has broken up these 100 verses into these 10 topics that we have given in the beginning. We are now starting the 8th topic from the 71st verse to the 80th verse. And this topic has been headed as Nitya Anitya Vastu Vichar. The discrimination between the permanent and the impermanent. The discernment between the ephemeral and the non-ephemeral. Discernment between the real and the unreal. Discernment between what is and what appears to be is what I would like to stick by at this time. To be able to discern on what is and what appears to be. Nitya Vastu is what is, and Anitya Vastu is what appears to be. The characteristic of Anitya is that it appears to be there as Nitya. It looks like Nitya, and that is why the discernment is difficult. The characteristic of Anitya is that it looks to be there as permanent. For example, life. It looks to us as if it is there. Though we all know there is death for us. But somehow, when we live our daily life, we are not in this cognition that life is so temporary, that it is so short. We don't have this cognition with us. Because for the ones who have the cognition, they have somehow trained themselves to remember that. You need to have that training, self-training. Whatever be the method that one may have trained oneself with. It could be meditations, it could be some other branch of religion, it could be anything one has heard, or one has had some terrible experience in life where one has seen the close death very closely, and somehow it strikes to the person, which may be only one odd occurrence in the society, that someone wakes up to this notion that life is so temporary and puts in the effort to keep this memory going while you are living life. What is the advantage of that? The advantage is that when you are able to recognize that Anitya means that which is very temporary. And how temporary is it? Shana Bhangur is its characteristics. What is the characteristic? Shan mein उसका भंग हो जाता है. It breaks up in a minute, in a shan, not even a minute. Minute is a bad translation of a shan. How we see shan in our culture is micro millisecond is called a shan. Very, 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 very small division of a second, which is not divided otherwise in our normal language. We understand time only with reference to second and minute. But second ka bhi a milli part of it, a micro part of it, is called shan. Life is shana bhangur. It will break up at any moment. It will break off. क्षण में जिसका भंग हो जाए वो क्षण भंगुर है. What is the characteristic of अनित्य? कि लेकिन जब वो है, when it is there in that millisecond, it looks as if it is going to be there for always. But only when you are observant enough you realize Shana Bhangur means something which is within a minute gone, like bubbles. You know how we used to play as children, soap bubbles? How enchanting they are. You put that plastic thing in the cup of soap water and then you blow the soap bubbles and then you see all the colors shining in it and you get so, it's a joy. You know how children enjoy that thoroughly. You see, all of us have lost the joy out of it also. We're almost feeling, hota tha. But that joy of actually seeing those different shapes of those bubbles, sizes rather, shape is always round, the sizes of bubbles and that light reflecting through it and then all the Vibgyor colors, that, you know, that, so charming it is, and you know it is going to blow off. You chase it also sometimes, remember? Or some we remember chasing it also. भाग के उसको पकड़ने की कोशिश करते थे. क्यों पकड़ने की कोशिश करते थे? जब पता है कि वो जा रहा है, खत्म, जैसे ही पकड़ोगे वैसे भी खत्म हो जाएगा वो, लेकिन फिर भी that enchantment over there, knowing that this is Shanbhangur, knowing that that soap bubble is not going to be eternal creation. I have blown it only to know that it has to go away so that I can blow again. Otherwise, where's the joy for me? If those bubbles were all there around, imagine if the bubbles were not Shanbhangur. Just imagine now. If they were not Shanbhangur and the bubbles that we played with when we were kids were still around us, how would it be? You know, that Shanbhangur ka characteristic, what is it? That as it appears, in that appearance I get so lost. The bubble remains Shanbhangur. But how am I with that? I get lost in that to such an extent that I think it is permanently going to be there. That I can have that joy out of it for a very long period of time. If not eternal. Eternal is not our botheration. It should be long enough because then I will get another joy which will also be long enough. Shanbhangur is not really my botheration as long as I keep getting my Shanbhangur joys. But Shanbhangur means what? It is not going to get replaced by another joy. Every bubble is of a different size. However much that contraption, that spherical thing was the same size, but not that your bubbles were all the same. That's why you got the variety there. Shanbhangur by nature means that which will in a moment bhang ho jayega. Remember this. In a एक क्षण में जिसका भंग हो जाता है वो अनित्य है. Anitya means what? By the time you come to recognizing what is Nitya, you will only arrive at when you are able to understand what is Anitya. What all is Anitya? Doing this vichar in life. Where will you do the vichar? Supposing a child is getting so absorbed in this playful mode, bubbles ke saath, and one child amongst a group of 10 suddenly says, kya maza hai isme? No? He just decides he's going to watch others blow and then the bubble blows off. He's just going to stand there and watch everybody get lost in all these bubble blowings, and he's just wondering, if I don't do, what is the loss? Will I have a loss? It's a very important point. 9 children, there are 10 children playing. 9 children are blowing. 10 started blowing, but out of them, one suddenly realized, where is the joy in this blowing of the bubbles? No? And he just decided to stand apart, put his bubble cup on the side, and let the 9 blow. They were very lost in it. He let them blow. The 10th one decides, I will only watch the 9 and see what have I missed. Has the 10th one missed anything?
No.
Why?
Because he's not involved. He's looking at it more objectively.
Okay, he's not involved. He's looking at it more objectively. One answer. Firstly, do you agree that the 10th one has not lost? Even those who are hearing can answer. On here. I mean, live. Is the 10th one lost anything?
No, because after that Shana, all of them will be on the same. I mean, it may be worse. Maybe the one who hasn't will be better off because he was.
He's already
He's
enchanted with the
If it's Shanbhangur
bubble.
and Nitya, how is he lost? He's not lost.
If it is Shanbhangur, how is it lost? My point is, actually, the real thing why he has not lost anything is because it is not even that the 9 have gained anything. You have missed the point. That joy of the bubble that they felt they were seeing and having, was it a real joy? Was it a joy in the first place? When we felt happy about it, that appearance of the bubble and my happiness associated with it, was it a real happiness? You're not convinced? Was it a real happiness?
In that moment,
But for that moment,
For that moment, that is what is keeping you all involved in the bubble. You cannot be the 10th person. Why? Because it is that appearance में जो तुम्हें लगता है कि वो there is joy there. In an appearance there can be no joy. It is a projected joy. For lack of any other joy in life, having not discovered the self-joy, you are projecting joys on something or the other outside. And as children, what can you project it on except playful things? You don't have the capacity to do nitya vastu vichara. The 10th one has not lost anything because the 9 have also not gained anything. If they had gained, then he would have lost. So even if he doesn't engage himself in all those bubble blowing joyful things, if he doesn't engage, he has lost no joy because there actually was no joy that they got from the bubbles. The joy was only a reflected joy, appeared, projected joy, superimposed on the bubble blowing. But where was the joy was not in the bubble blowing. Because if bubble blowing was giving joys, then even the 10th child would want to have it, because joy is something that everyone wants. So the 10th child wouldn't have been able to hold himself back if there was real joy there. The fact that you can withdraw from the anitya pleasures, whatever is anitya, because it is Shanbhangur, there is nothing there. It is only an appearance. And therefore you can withdraw from it because कुछ है ही नहीं वहाँ पे. अगर कुछ होता तो you couldn't have been withdrawn from it. You know how a bee gathers its nectar. Bee gathers the nectar from the flower. How is it able to gather the nectar from the flower? Because the flower has the nectar. It gathers its nectar and blows away, goes away, flows away, flies away. It flies away. फूल में है, रस है, क्योंकि रस है, मक्खी आती है, लेती है, चली जाती है. Can makhi stay away from it? Can the bee stay away from a flower which has rus in it? By swabhav it will go to it because it has there. If say something which has in it the anandam, and it is an anandam which is a seeking for everyone, then there will be everyone who will go after it. कुछ भी एक वस्तु में, अगर दुनिया में एक चीज में, इन योर वेकिंग वर्ल्ड, किसी भी एक चीज में अगर आनंद होता तो सब उसके पीछे होते. मगर क्योंकि किसी भी चीज में आनंद नहीं है, सब अपना अपना प्रोजेक्शन लगाते हैं किसी ना किसी चीज पर, उसके पीछे भागते हैं. बबल्स. Is this clear? It's a very essential point. For you to discern what is nitya, I'm sorry, we are in such a stage that we first need to understand what is anitya. जब तक अनित्य से मोह नहीं हटता, नित्य का विचार मुश्किल होएगा, because anitya is what is holding the mind. That pleasure seeking in the bubbles of life. The bubbles appear, they look attractive is the whole point. That attracts you and you just presume that it is pleasure. Whereas the presumption is what you have to catch. अगर नित्य नित्य वस्तु करना है, you have to pick up the presumption in you. Where did I presume it? How did I begin the presumption that just because something is attractive, it has pleasure in it? How did I presume this? Attractive means what? What is attractive? What is called attractive? Terrible question to deal. What is called attractive?
It holds your mind.
It,
Your life.
it takes your mind helplessly away. Areva. Look at the... Sorry? And lingers with it. Something attracts you means what? It will take your mind away. Excellent. You will linger with it. What takes your mind away? How can there be pleasure in it? मन चला गया. जो मन चला गया, आनंद कहाँ है? फील कहाँ होता है? मन में. मन में फील हो रहा है. मन के जाने से felt closed, associated with it, जो भी चीज attract की, for the eyes, the color and the form. When the color of your choice, your liking, you see, suddenly your eyes go. Your mind goes along with it. A form that you like, suddenly it goes along with it. And then what happened? Where is the projection of the happiness? Mind is gone. जुड़ गया उसके साथ. उसी को attraction कहते हैं ना. Sense object के साथ मन अब जुड़ गया या कोशिश किया, पास तो चला ही गया. Let's put it, sense object है, उसने खींचा अपने senses को, through the senses मन चला गया, काफी पास आ गया उसके. जुड़ने की कोशिश करा कि मैं अब उस ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ जुड़ जाऊं ताकि मैं हमेशा के लिए क्या लगूं? हमेशा के लिए मतलब मेरे को, क्योंकि उसने अट्रैक्ट किया था ना. Now because it attracted and my mind went away with it, now our question is, this presumption that it gives me happiness came from where?
My mind projected.
Conditioning of others.
You have to see, pick up the projection that this is happiness. Is it related to the attraction? Am I making it clear? See, attraction is a process. Okay? Your eyes are attracted to color and form. Ears are attracted to the sound. By your previous conditionings, it could be whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not interested in how what you are attracted to. They are attracted, let's put it, or repulsed. Both ways. We are taking the example of attraction because in attraction you are holding the thought of happiness there. And in repulsion you are holding the thought of unhappiness there. Now when it has got attracted, all that has happened is there is a sense object out of you, means outside you. You see it outside you. You think it is outside you. According to Vedanta, really speaking, where is the sense object also? Within you only. It is actually inside only. But chalo, why would you get attracted to something which is already inside? The fact that you see it outside and your senses have started gravitating towards it, they get pulled by the object. Once they are pulled by the object, it takes the mind away with it. And now I am saying, ये तो हुआ, इसको attraction कह दिया, चलो. Mind wants to get attached to it now. उससे संयोग करना चाहता है, जुड़ना चाहता है. ठीक है, ये हुआ. आनंद कहाँ से निकला? In this whole process, where is the Anand?
The mind thought that it doesn't, the Anand was in the object because
My
it doesn't know the
presumption
Anand.
that it's there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. The mind felt it's a presumption. The idea is, where did you presume this from? What is the basis of you presuming कि ये attraction में आनंद है?
क्योंकि आनंद की खोज कर
आनंद की खोज कर रहा है.
You think it's outside. You think
But
the
the
mind
gain-
is outside.
Where does that
gain and
Anand
loss
like-
is taken as sukh and dukh.
Gain and loss is taken as very good. Gain and loss is taken as sukh and dukh. Correct. Gain and loss is taken as sukh and dukh. So जैसे ही वो लगता है अट्रैक्ट हो रहा है और अगर वो गेन लग रहा है तो आनंद से एसोसिएटेड हो रहा है.
Fulfillment.
Which is the same, seeking fulfillment, etc. I am not even looking for an answer, honestly speaking. I am looking for you to look at what is being happening. I am not interested in arriving at an answer. I am interested in arriving at the process, what is happening. Where has the presumption emerged from is what, it's not a real question. There is a presumption. Where has the presumption come from? Don't bother to answer that because it is ignorance. It is your seeking of the Anandam. It is, but excellent answer. Yes, the gain ke saath associated are very close, correct? But do you find it anywhere that there is Anand in it? नहीं समझ में आएगा, बहुत सोचना पड़ेगा अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो. A monkey came again today. Okay, there was fruit on the dining table. The jali door was closed. Fortunately, we were sleeping. Afternoon, and bang, 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 trying very hard to open the door. Very hard. I woke up. Knew obviously bandar hai. The minute the bandar sees me, monkey sees me, they have this typical thing. It's almost like calling you all the time so that you feed them. Monkey ki attraction to the food across. Is it not an attraction?
It is.
What all is it doing to get it?
Restlessness, trying.
Jumping.
And when I try and give it fear, walks 3 steps पीछे, comes 2 steps आगे to give me fear. Process goes on. This is besides the point. But the real point is, monkey is getting attracted to the food there. What is it associating in that? Food is going to only satiate the hunger. But what is actually being superimposed on it? Happiness on getting it, the gain. Excellent point. Gain. मिल जाएगा ना तो मुझे क्या आएगा? खुशी होएगी. मिलेगी ना तो मुझे खुशी होगी. Attraction में जो presumption है, it's the closest answer you can ever come across. Attraction में जो एक presumption है, that this is going to be my happiness is based on the fact that the gain of it will give me the happiness. But if you replace it with an idea that this is Shanbhangur,
When you see the gain, you replace it with.
when you see the gain, you replace it with कि ये Shanbhangur hai. Now what will happen? Attraction रहेगी. If you want the object, go and get it. That's it. If you are hungry, go get food. If you need clothes, go to the market, buy the clothes that you like. Doesn't matter. You know? These are harmless things. But will you have the bubble charm? Will you have the bubble charm? When any object takes your mind away? Will it still? It will probably.
There's no time gap between.
No, actually,
There is no time gap because we have never practiced
If
it.
you talk to the mind or you give this knowledge, then you burst the bubble and you go forward.
Khatam ho gayi baat. You burst the bubble. You don't even have to burst the bubble. You can just wait. The bubble will burst. What is marriage? It is a bubble till you are unmarried. And when you get married, bubble burst. Where is the happiness here? Where is the happiness here? I had thought this will happen after marriage. I had thought this will happen after marriage. Okay, chalo now let's have children. Oh, bubble, another bubble came. Children. One child, two child. उसके बाद तो वैसे ही सबका burst हो गया. 2 के बाद तो 1 पे ही burst हो गया ज़्यादातर. But चलो 2 bubble. But as long as they are not opening their mouths, it is still a bubble. And then the minute they open their mouths and say, Mom or Dad, I'll do what I want to do. Bubble burst. Can you see a bubble in place of your sense engagements? I'm sorry. Unmarried children should not be in the class.
no, it's good to be realistic. It's not that you're not going to get married.
It's good to be realistic, but
She's going to talk to the mind and get married. So don't make any bubbles.
get real.
Get
Yeah.
Get really real, because only then is a marriage not a bubble. Only then is anything about a life not a bubble, because that's my whole point which we started with. क्षण भंगुर अगर बात समझ में आ जाती है तो उसका गेन क्या है? Do you get disinterested in life? Do you lose? Is that 10th child not enjoying, really speaking? What all is he enjoying? I'll enumerate it because my identification is the 10th child. What all is he enjoying actually? He's enjoying 9 sets of bubbles. Just because वो एक create नहीं कर रहा. If he was involved in also blowing his bubble, there would be competition. किसका bubble अच्छा है? किसने ज़्यादा निकाले? He would be so engrossed in his own bubble. When he decides to not, bubble enjoyment is seen, no? Now he's got 9 sets of bubbles to enjoy. Along with it, what is he enjoying? The independence of not having created something to get the enjoyment from. सारी दुनिया तो लगी हुई है, bubbles create कर रही है, ठीक है. Whatever enjoyment comes by the way is good enough to pass a life. Do you have to chase the bubbles all the time? First create and then chase. That's a beautiful part. पहले तो उसको create करो और फिर chase करो. Where is it making any joy in the process? Of course, we have covered up those points of saying you have to have the effort to maintain it. Then when it gets broke, when it blows away or the bubble bursts, then you feel sad for a little while. Remember all of us coming back home when our parents called us कि now no more playing and come back home. हाँ, क्या हम खुशी खुशी घर वापस आते थे? कितना दुख होता था. You had to wait for the next evening again because you did not have Candy Crushes and things like that to play in at night. Now your playtime would only come next day evening after you finished your homework. 1 hour. That's all your playtime was in life. 1 hour maximum. That included everything. That included talking to your friends, that included meeting your friends, that included if you wanted to have a treat for yourself, chup chup ke go out and have a candy or do some, sab kuch, everything is included in that 1 hour. 1 hour hota, and there were no phone calls that the mom made to say come back home. Her one instruction was good enough. 4 to 5 is your game time. 5 o'clock you are back home. But you enjoyed that 4 to 5 as what? As how? Because that 4 to 5 was going to be temporary. Shanabhangur. That joy, whatever I can get from that 4 to 5, I know that 5 is a deadline. I have to get back home, get back to my books, or get back to whatever else, But that 4 to 5 meant maximum joy, whatever I can take out, because the knowledge is firm that it is Shanabhangur. जब क्षणभंगुर बैठता है ना, तब सबसे ज्यादा आनंद जीवन में आता है. And that is why it's such a wrong, that is why nobody likes to break the bubble, because they are scared that if we break the bubble, we will lose our joy. But actual joy you get only after you break the bubble, because seeing the anitya as anitya, seeing that it is so temporary, doesn't mean that you will have no joys in life. Because joy you are in the process of projecting all the time anyway, till you find your joy
In the source.
within yourself. Till you have found the joy within, are you going to stop projecting it on something or the other? You will only keep replacing one set of bubbles with another set of bubbles. This is all. How is your whole life spent? Like Bhaj Govindam said to us, Balastavat, Krida Saktaha, Taruni Stavat, Taruni Saktaha, Vriddhastavat, Chinta Saktaha. Let's end there. You are only replacing one set of bubbles with another set of bubbles. What more is being done than that? What more has been done in life? Ask anyone. Ask anyone. I have great strength in this. If you are lucky enough to find one person on this planet who has real Vairagyam, just don't ask him. Because he will tell you there is a source of Ananda. But other than that, ask anyone and everybody in the world, whatever is a billion populations, billions of people's population, एक गलती से कोई एक आध निकल आया who has genuine seeds of Vairagyam, who has Vairagyam, means what? He just is not interested in creating the bubbles, nor is he interested in chasing the bubbles. जो बबल्स, सारी दुनिया बबल्स फेंक तो रही है, उनमें एक आध हमारे सामने आ ही जाता है, उसको एंजॉय कर लेंगे, खत्म हो गई बात. बहुत है, इतना एंजॉयमेंट, इससे ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है. क्योंकि जब तक आत्मा आनंदम नहीं पहचाना, तब तक this chasing of the joys is endless cycle. Seeing the nitya and the anitya vastu, it's to do with the vastu. Your definition of vastu will keep improving. But where will you start from? Wherever your mind gets fascinated by, wherever it is attracted, wherever it thinks, get back to that point always. Where did I impose happiness on it? Kahan thi Anand? I still want to just stay with that thought. Where was the Anand in that attraction? Because just when you break the bubble, in your mind you break it, will that Anand still be there? There will be no Anand left. The Anand is only as long as the bubble is there. And if you don't break it also, is the nature of bubble to remain eternal? Nothing is going to be eternal in the world. And yet, this discernment, why is it that we never do? Why is it that we never sit and figure out what is real in life? Let's put it this way. Do not go straight to Brahman. This is Vairagya Shatakam. This is not an Upanishad class at the moment. Do not go straight to Brahman. Brahman is real. First, you give me the list of what all you understand, what is unreal. What have you figured out is unreal? What have you understood is unreal? What is real, we'll talk. Which you will arrive at automatically once you've arrived at what is unreal. And this is what this verse is saying now. What the 71st verse, Bhartrahari starts with a great punch. This punch is, what is the use of just knowing that the real is Brahman? What is permanent and impermanent, nitya, anitya, vastu, vichar? Kya hai? Brahman is permanent, the world is impermanent. This world is changing, so it is impermanent. Is there any prana in it? कहते हुए तुम्हारा कुछ प्राण इन्वॉल्व है उसके अंदर? This world is impermanent because it is changing. इसमें षड विकार है. इसमें सब nothing is permanent there. So it is anitya. And what is nitya? Brahman is nitya. And I am Atma. Atma is Brahman. This is permanent. Correct on paper. Paper pe, if you are applying for an examination, you will get 100 on 100. But if you are applying for relief from samsar, 0 on 100. Because this knowledge is not going to give you relief from samsar. Bhartrahari says here, so what if you have read all the Vedas? सब पढ़ लिए तुमने, चारों वेद पढ़ लिए अच्छे से. Not सिर्फ पढ़ना, he uses the word पढ़ना, अध्ययनम. You have studied them. You have studied the Vedas. So what? If you have, what is the use of having studied the Vedas? He says in great details. Along with, he says, supposing you also studied the Puranas and all the Puranas. How many Puranas? How many Vedas? 4. Everybody knows this. How many Puranas? 18. So that everybody knows now. How many Upapuranas? 18. So that everybody knows now. How many Itihasas? 2. Ramayana and Mahabharata. So that everybody knows now. Now, सब कुछ कम से कम पढ़ लिया. अभी सिर्फ तो अभी तो हम नाम देख रहे हैं. You have read it all, he says. You know it all. Everything you know. Not only this, you also know all the Vedangas, supposing the Vyakarnam, the Shiksha, the Kalpa, the Nyaya. You know all of it also in great details. अच्छे से details. He's a Vistaraihi. The whole vast Shastra. तुमने सब पढ़ लिया, मगर वो एक चीज नहीं की. He says minus that one. He doesn't even elaborate. Bhartrahari doesn't even elaborate. It's thanks to the tika, to the commentator, that we get the idea. But that, except for that one, if you've not done that one, all your study is useless, he says. I'm just first doing the verse in general. Everything that you have studied is useless if you have not done that one. That one, he says, by which you get the entrance into your Atma Anandam. वो एक चीज है जिससे तुम्हें एंट्रेंस मिलेगी अपने आत्मा आनंदम में. और अगर तुमने सब कुछ किया है लेकिन वो एक नहीं किया, तो you will not get your entry into the आत्मा आनंदम. You will not, प्रवेश नहीं होगा उसमें. You will not come close to the door of that Atma Anandam also if you have not done that. Not only that, he now rubs it in further. All that you would have done and not done that one, he says it is something like a trader's attitude. व्यापार करते हैं ना लोग, जिस दृष्टि से व्यापार करते हैं, उस दृष्टि से तुमने ये सब जाना है. व्यापारी की दृष्टि क्या है? What is a trader's view? Barter. Barter. Barter, more important than barter. A trader has only one view in his mind. How to gain more and more, make more and more profit. He has only one purpose in life. Profit. He gets up with it, he sleeps with it. उसका पूरा दिमाग किससे भरा रहता है? You know, when you go to a local purane time, not the malls. I do not know about the malls wala system much, but the local grocery shops जो हमारे colonies में हुआ करती है, and those old time, what are they called? Kirana
mom and pop stores.
Kirana shops. The one we have in where we are, father used to have the shop. Typical person. One shop he had. Everybody used to, because it was small, the locality was still building, so everybody used to buy it from there. His whole focus always was, all the time, any time of the day you go, he was only running the shop, let's put it this way. His son now takes over. Quite a few years ago, he's taken over. He's made it into 2 shops now. When you talk to those people, you really realize पूरी जिंदगी कैसे बिताई जा सकती है. Full life. Father has spent the full life. Now the son is doing the same full life. What is a full life? Morning आते हैं, शाम को जाते हैं, सारा दिन फोन पे या ऑर्डर ले रहे होते हैं या दे रहे होते हैं, यहाँ से लाना है. And then when we take big orders, when you have to give for something, and he is organizing, यहाँ से इतना लाना है, इतना वो सब, whole day. And he probably stays somewhere close by. One day I heard him. This is a real story. I'm not cooking up anything. His daughter, I was walking in the park. I did not know it was his daughter till I saw what I'm going to now say. She had chappals in her hand, and the cell phone and the music in the ear, was also walking. And the son enters the park. He scolds her like anything. In front of everybody. The trader's buddhi I saw there. What is a trader's buddhi? He scolded her so much, and everything was in terms of waste कर रहे हो, तुम पैसा भी waste कर रहे हो, मोबाइल का बिल कितना आता है, ये कितना होता. He went on and on and on for a little while. It was so demeaning and insulting. In the park, being scolded. And the girl started crying. When he went away, the whole thing was like a volcano. In about 3 minutes, everything was over. He went away. The second round, when she and I met, I saw her crying. Now my debate inside, I can't see her cry and keep quiet. Now she's crying, and but I can't interfere. This is family stuff. I can't interfere either. What do? My dvand. So anyway, I took the courage. Second round, she was crying and listening and crying. So I asked her, "Beta, are you okay?" Pretending that I had not heard the dart. Means I just pretended. कोई रो रहा है. You go up to the person and say, "Beta, रो क्यों रहे हो आप करके? Everything will be okay. Pat the bag. It's okay." She got such a shock that somebody was showing concern. What is the concern? All that you can't help her, certainly. Because her father said, मोबाइल का बिल बहुत आता है. क्या कर रही हो तुम? पढ़ना चाहिए या कुछ कर something. Whatever he was going on, I was not bothering to hear much because selective hearing. We are all good at it. So, trader's buddhi. What is a trader's buddhi? I am giving this example to say a trader's buddhi means that even in his relations he will be doing trade, barter. उसको कुछ और भाषा नहीं आएगी. रिश्तों में भी उसकी वही भाषा निकलेगी, खाने में भी उसकी वही भाषा निकलेगी, सोने में भी वही भाषा, सब जगह वही भाषा निकलती है. Bhartrhari here is telling all those who are trying to study, let's put it this way, कि तुम सब कुछ पढ़ भी लोगे ना, तो भी you are no better than the trader. Means what? तुम्हारी बुद्धि में क्या चल रहा होगा? सोते उठते जागते बैठते क्या कर रहे होगे तुम? You'll be thinking of gaining the knowledge minus doing that one thing. And without doing that one thing, you will not enter into the Atma Anandam. Means by knowing all this, you will not get Atma Anandam. What is that one thing? It's become built up. Now the story is got, everything's got. What is that one thing? Ekam. Bhartrihari didn't say, so I can't say. And supposing I hadn't read the commentary, how would I know what is that one thing?
You would have known it.
No. How would I have known? What is that one thing without which, if you have any of you have read already the note? No, nobody's read it today, no? Very good. Now you will not know the answer. So now tell me, what is that one thing? What is that one thing which is essential as a student? ज़्यादा जानना जरूरी है या सही जानना जरूरी है? सही जानने के लिए क्या करना जरूरी है? पहले तो सही सुनना जरूरी है. सही प्रैक्टिस. सही सुनना सबसे पहले जरूरी है. उसके बाद
To understand it, make an effort to see it. So
you will have to make the effort to see what you have heard. You will have to put in the effort to see what you have heard. To make that effort, to hear what you should be hearing and not hear what you should not be hearing, to make that effort to understand, he says, vichar, manan, nididhyasan. For what? He puts this one extra, for tatparya nishchay. Your whole study has to actually be centered at what? What is the tatparya of your अध्ययनम? किसके लिए पढ़ रहे हो तुम? किसके लिए समझना चाहते हो? Is it also one of those attractions? Is it also like we used to say in the beginning classes? दुनिया में तो classes ऐसे ही चलती है जी. In fact ऐसे ही चलती है. The more you make it attractive, the more you make it fun and frolic, the more the people get together, and the more the people get together, it is also another world in itself. इसको तुम एक नया सत्संग का नाम दे दो. It gets involving in itself, but लोग करते तो वही सब है जो दुनिया में otherwise करते हैं, with the little extra hope that you will do this. तात्पर्य निश्चय किया तुमने? What is तात्पर्य निश्चय? शास्त्रों का तात्पर्य क्या है? What is that essential thing that the scriptures, all these scriptures are talking what essentially? What is it? That you are Brahman. What is the prayojan of telling you that you are Brahman? Why are they telling? Why is the Shastra saying that we are Brahman? I am Brahman. Come to this point that I am Brahman. Why is the Shastra saying that? What is the prayojan of saying that? तुम्हें ब्राह्मण बनाने का प्रयोजन है उनका?
Happiness is within you.
To free you from what? Samsara nivritti is the prayojan. The prayojan of gyan is samsara nivritti. Tatparya is Brahma gyan. Unless and until there is Brahma gyan, the prayojan will not get fulfilled. And for this prayojan to be fulfilled, which is the purpose of your entire engagement with the Shastra, you have to do the Tatparya Nishchay. Tatparya Nishchay means what? Tatparya by word itself means finding the aim, the essence, the essential point. Finding what is the aim of the whole process. Like supposing these 10 verses. What has the heading given us? Nitya Anitya Vastu Viveka Vichar. The heading has been given by the subcommentator. It is not given by Bhartrihari. What has the subcommentator done by giving that heading? He has drawn the Tatparya of the 10 verses. He has said these 10 verses approximately. It's not definite because no poet, no writer writes with he will not. He's just giving. He's just doing it. That's why Vedas are all so elaborately just... sometimes one feels they're disconnected. They're not. They're inspirations. And they don't have to be having a conversation in that sense of a logical thought flow going on. But the tatparya of these 10 verses is that Bhartrahari is trying to communicate that there is Nitya, Anitya, Vastu, Vichar, which is the most essential thing in entire study of yours. कि अगर तुमने यही नहीं किया, तो there is no point in knowing it. If I can know the verses, if I understand the verses, but I have not arrived at the essence, is there a difference between understanding the verses and arriving at the essence? Do you see that there is a difference? What is the difference?
It's like the verses are pointing to the essence, so not to see through the words.
So they are pointing to the essence. You have to do vichar on, of course. They are pointing to the essence. Through the vichar only you will get to see it. But what is the difference in my saying? Supposing I say I understand this verse.
Isn't it like
Words
subjective according
Related to
person to
your
person? Like their
experience.
understanding of the...
If the tatparya was going to be person to person, then Shastra is not a praman. Shastra is a praman means it's a valid knowledge, because it's almost like saying is the eyes of each one of us going to see differently? No. So tatparya is in fact praman. It's fixed. And unless until you arrive at the same fixed praman as what the Shastra is saying, you are subjectively growing till you begin to see the same. So why each one of us is taking our own sweet time, thinking there is a nityatvam of life. Already, I'm sorry, I can't yet say it. Already our knees pain, this, but फिर भी हमें लगता है life बहुत लंबी है. कल सोच लेंगे, फिर कर लेंगे. Okay, that's besides the point. Okay. So what is the tatparya?
So the difference you asked, what is the difference between the
Understanding.
understanding and tatparya?
Understanding and tatparya. I understand the verse, but have I arrived at the tatparya?
The words don't open up for you to get the real meaning.
In understanding, but you would feel they've opened up.
To be able to see your anubhav related to
Dependencies doesn't. Dependency doesn't.
Your
Samsara
anubhav
doesn't.
related to samsara doesn't go. Period. Prayojan is samsara nivritti. Now, if your understanding has made the samsara go, then you have arrived at the essence. But if your samsara remains and your understanding remains, then you have not arrived at the tatparya. Means what? You have done no homework. कुछ किया ही नहीं तुमने, क्योंकि अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी तुमने थोड़ी की थी. किसने की थी? सारी मेहनत करके सब समझा के अंडरस्टूड करके कर दिया. उसके बाद अंडरस्टूड नॉलेज अब और कैसे अंडरस्टूड होएगी? What was your understanding of it? Did you work on it? The verse to be made clearly understood is the job of the teacher. उतनी तो समझ में आ जाएगी आपको जितनी तुम्हारा टीचर तुम्हें समझाएगा. कोई भी टीचर इस दुनिया में हो, उसकी जितनी समझ में आएगी वो उतना समझा देगा. उसकी समझ वाली समझ उतनी बहुत है क्या तुम्हारे लिए कि तुम तात्पर्य पे आ जाओगे? तात्पर्य वो तुम्हें कैसे दिखा सकता है? तात्पर्य वो दिखाएगा, बताएगा, लेकिन देखना तो खुद पड़ेगा. शास्त्र पढ़ने का, he says, it's an amazing verse, and thanks, I really respect this commentator who put this so beautifully. That one means what? Coming to the conclusion, understanding the essence. And when you put in that continuous effort to understand, the result of it should be what is the result of what the knowledge is supposed to be, which is removal of samsara. Means supposing I start my life with an X degree, X percentage of anger, fear, anxiousness, attachments, कुछ तो होगी इनमें से हमारी कोई X+1 होगी, X-1 कुछ और होगी, but on an average we are all samsaris. A samsari means what? fairly disturbed person. Fairly means subject to disturbance. Let's call it that way. Samsari means he is a subject to disturbance. क्षण भंगुर उसकी समझ में नहीं आया. So जब उसे गेन दिखा वो खुश हो गया, जब उसे लॉस दिखा वो डिप्रेस्ड हो गया. इसी को संसार कहते हैं, क्योंकि उसने विचार किया ही नहीं. सुना तो था, भज गोविंदम में भी सुना था, तब से सुन रहे हैं. नलनी दलगत जलमति तरलम, आता भी है अब तो सबको. संसार निवृत्ति हुई? नो. मतलब टू द एक्सटेंट हुई तो ग्रेट, बट did it make such an impact on us that when there is Brahma Gyan, it makes us drop everything and rush to it like a thirsty person for water? होता है क्या हमसे? Our dogs are also very important. Life में. After all. You know? Now, when you give such reasons, what will that person who has knowledge equate it to? Bubble. Has got enchanted by the bubble. Is now flowing towards the bubble. And has put no effort to understand the bubble is going to burst. So what will happen when the bubble will burst? Will seek you at that time, because the bubble will burst. And has no preparedness that the bubble will burst. I hope I have made the thing clear. Did you listen? No. What were you supposed to do? I'm really sometimes, okay, let me just say it. You know? What are we supposed to do when we hear the knowledge? Reflect. You know? Reflect as what? Not reflect as what was told to us. हमें ये समझ में आएगा उन्होंने क्या कहा था. उन्होंने क्या कहा था was your starting point. अब तुम हमें बताओ कि तुमने क्या समझा. And अभी तक तो बड़ा आज तो छक्के पे छक्के. I mean, आज तो is fantastic. But very rarely do you get that what you are thinking is what you are understanding. आपका conclusion of what has been taught is something else. If your conclusion of what has been taught is not matching with what is taught, then that means what? You think you have understood. The teacher knows. Bubble. Now another bubble got created. Now that bubble, it's going to go after that bubble. And then till when? What is it? What is the next verse? We will get on to the next verse. This is now we have come to the topic. Don't think I am saying all this, please. I'm not Bhartrari saying all this. Please don't think I am saying it. I'm only the voice behind it. He's saying all this. He's saying what are we, which he's telling me also. ये पढ़ के पोथी पढ़ जग में पंडित भया ना कोई. बाकी मत बोलना. आपका कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्रेम भी अट्रैक्शन हो जाता है. अब उससे कौन झगड़ा करेगा? Forget it. When he says prem, what is he meaning as prem? Compassion, devotion,
Unconditional
to
love.
Ishwara, unconditional love, universal love.
Not selective.
Adveshta, external, correct. Adveshta sarva bhutana. Has no ill feeling, not even for one person. Reflect on this quality. If you come to the tatparya of this quality, then alone, he says, Bhartrahari says, is the prayojan of your studying it. Otherwise, it's a trader's attitude. He had to say it, otherwise it's a trader's attitude. Now this trader's attitude, the sub-commentator doesn't comment much upon it. You know? But it obviously means it's just a vyapar. It will get over within that transaction. अगले जन्म में या अगले पल में क्या करोगे? फिर से start करोगे. Because this knowledge will not remove your samsar. Just to finish it, so he says, Kim vedaihi smritibhihi. Kim means kitna. How? What? How much? What? You know? Vedaihi means all the Vedas. Smritibhihi, and all the Smritis as in all the Puranas, etc. Puranas, Smritis is Manu Smriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti. Purana Pathanaihi, and also reading all the Puranas. Shastraihi Mahavistaraihi, also the Mahavistar means all this elaborate Shastras. Pathanaihi, you have studied them all. Sab pad liya. This is one aspect. The second aspect of it is, Vedas also talks of Karam Kand. In that Karam Kand, it gives all the actions that you do, rituals that you do for the fulfillment of your desires, worships and prayers that you do for the fulfillment of your desires. He says, अगर तुमने पढ़ के ये सब भी किया, means you practiced it also. Practice वाला अगर तुमने किया, ज्ञान, even then, that's a very important point also. Even then, he says, maximum you will get is entry into the Swarga. Heaven, existence into heaven for some long period of time, but that long period of time is also going to be Shanabhangur. He says, Swarga Grama. You may get entry into the Swarga, which is equivalent to what? That Phaladaihi. That phal mil jayega tumko tumhare practices का. Sincerely practice किएगा. फल मिलेगा कि स्वर्ग में तुम हो. But what would that be like? He says, Grama Kuti Nivasa. Getting a nice kutia, small village, small hut in a kutia. And the commentator says there, it is like saying in a village of many huts, you are born in the house of a learned person which is peaceful. A learned person has wisdom. So you're born in a wise person's house will be equivalent to saying that you've gone to Swargam. बस ये फल का ही, कर्म के फल का प्रयोजन है. That is all that you will get. He says, Muktva ekam, but that one which frees you, जिससे तुम्हें freedom मिलेगा. From what? Bhava dukha bhara rachna vidvamsa sakala vidvamsa kala analam. He says that one which will work like the fire which consumes all, burns all. Kala analam is equated to the pralaya fires of the pralaya. That uncontrolled fires at the time of pralaya, which devastates everything, destroys everything. He says that one has the capacity to destroy the entire bhava, dukkha, bhara, rachna. He says this bhava sagar, jo dukh hai samsar ka, in the form of what? Birth, death, in between disease, decay, but in between some bubbles. Between birth and death, what are there? Disease, decay, certain. Birth, certain. Death, certain. Decay, certain. Disease, certain. Certain. In between is what? Just few bubbles. That's it. This is life on the planet as a human being. That's just few bubbles in between. For that, he says, this one done means that Tatparya Nishchaya done has the capacity to destroy completely, like Kala Analam, like the Pralaya fires at the time of Pralayam. It destroys everything. And what else does it do? Swa Atma Ananda Pada Praveshaka. It becomes the Sheshaihi. He says it becomes that means with which you Swa Atma Ananda Pada. Establishing yourself in that Atma Anandam which is your own. Pravesh kalanam sheshai. Pravesh kalanam. He says you enter it, the path. You make an entry into that Atma Anandam, which is yourself. Swa Atma, your own Atma Anandam. Sheshaihi vanik vrittibhihi. Rest is all. He says, बाकी सब कुछ भी किया हो ना तुमने. Rest all. Sheshai means other than that one. Other than that one is which one? Tatparya Nishchaya. Arriving at that effort of doing the Tatparya Nishchaya. अगर तुमने तात्पर्य निश्चय नहीं किया, बाकी सब कुछ भी, everything else is that of a vrinik. Vrinik is the one who is a trader, जो वृण से related है. वृत्ति भी ही, उसकी सोच. Rest all is the thinking of a trader. सब भाव लगाती रहती है. मेरे करने ये करने से क्या मिलेगा, मेरे ये नहीं करने से क्या नुकसान होगा. सारी जिंदगी तुम रिश्ते भी उसी नुकसान और फायदे से बनाते हो. तुम सब कुछ पाते भी उसी नुकसान और फायदे से हो. सब कुछ उसी सोच में रह जाते हो. और अल्टीमेटली व्हाट डू यू गेट बैक? भाव, दुख, भार, रचना. वृणिक को क्या मिलता है? इज ही हैप्पी? वृणिक, द ट्रेडर, एवरी डे दैट पर्सन हिसाब रखता है, आज कितना फायदा हुआ, आज कितना नुकसान. कितना अनहैप्पी होता है वो. ही सो एजिटेटेड. द वन हु हैज टू डील विद एवरी डे डेली सेलिंग. There is this last example. Those carts में, you know, when people with the farms they have and they bring it with cart in their carts. Every time I see someone on a cart bringing his vegetables, not the ones who buy from the mandis, you know, but जो अपनी उगा के लाते हैं, कभी कभी गांव से आते हैं, you know, बैल पे आते हैं. I always wonder his expense that he must have incurred to the extent that he is to sell it all off. Is this not a very struggling life? You know, he has to be dependent on its selling. And to sell it, he has to incur some costs. Is this not a vicious circle? Where is the Anand in earning money? Where is the Anand in earning money? Few extra dollars or few less pounds. Does it make a difference? लेकिन देखो किसी के चेहरे पे आ नहीं रहा इतना सुनने के बाद भी कि नहीं, इट मेक्स नो डिफरेंस. अभी भी मन में रस देखो कैसे. few extra dollars and few less pounds. Money? That is why we say, सुन के तो वैराग्य नहीं आने वाला. जब तक अपनी खुद की मनन नहीं करते, अपनी खुद की सोच नहीं लगाओगे, अपने conclusion, you have to come to your conclusions which has to match with the conclusions that have been stated by the Shastra. आपके अपने कंक्लूजन तो अलग बिठाए रखे हैं आपने. पैसा बहुत जरूरी है जीवन के लिए, रिश्ते हैं भाई जरूरी, मना हम थोड़ी करते हैं. कब शास्त्र ने कहा कि रिश्ते मत रखो? इनफैक्ट शास्त्र सिखाता है कि अच्छे रिश्ते कैसे रखो, अच्छा पैसा कैसे कमाओ. शास्त्र सिखाता है सब कुछ. उसने थोड़ी कहा मत रखो. अपनी इतनी तो सोच हमारी सीधी नहीं होती कि वैराग्य का रियल मीनिंग क्या है. What is the real meaning of vairagya?
The dependency should be as much.
To give everything its truth.
You make your own conclusions. When they match with my conclusions or the Shastra's conclusion, my conclusion matches with the Shastra's conclusion, and then your conclusion matches with the Shastra's conclusion, we will get to know. Your meaning of vairagya, you are studying Vairagya Shatakam, 100 verses on Vairagya, and I'm saying for a person who's thirsty for knowledge alone revels in these verses because he understands there is some sense ultimately. दुनिया तो भाग रही है, लेकिन जिसमें वैराग्य होता है ना, उसको वेरिफिकेशन सिर्फ शास्त्र दे सकता है, क्योंकि वो सही बात कह रहा है. दुनिया तो बबल के पीछे भाग रही है, और जो एक 10th बॉय बन जाए, कोई भी 10th पर्सन बन जाए, उसको कोई तो चाहिए वेरिफिकेशन. And when Vairagya Shatakam is giving 100 verses on it, It's like getting oxygen in life. Thank God this is real. If I don't run after bubbles, nothing wrong. Because bubbles are not to be chased. They are going to burst. You know? Let the others grow out of their bubble stage. Bubble से तो हमें इतना fascination है that even those bubble papers, bubble wraps, when we get the bubble wraps, what joy we get from the bubble wrap. What bubble has some attraction for us. Maybe I should write a poem on it. We'll conclude. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhat